I'm just going to go ahead and obliterate what we've done here because we can come back to it, or we can blend with it, or do whatever we want. So I'm just going to paint some opaque things. I've decided my light's coming in from this side, so I'm going to paint a few highlights on here. Sure, it's opaque, but we can make it transparent later if we want, or whatever we want to do. No rules in computer art these days, so just highlights here and there. I want to put some stones on there eventually. I want to get it darker, maybe a little bluer, and start blending that over there. Starting to look more like an acrylic painting at this point, but like I could say, we can sort that out later. Okay, let's see a little more. I carry this grass a little down this hill, a little bit there, a little bit into this little patch here, down there, a little over here, more down here, and I'm going to get darker color shortly, a little bluer and darker. I'm going to carry it down this way. Down this way, I want to get a little darker, and carry it on down, and so forth and so on. And like I said, like I said before, I still need to put a castle or something up here. Okay. Now let's put some stones and things on here. We got some nice stone presets. Let's find a good one. Let's try this one. Those are color stones, although, you know what? That might work for what we're doing here. Why not? And we're not stuck with just what we have there. Let's store a copy of this brush, and then we'll have some options to modify it a bit. Let's see if we can rotate it if we want to. Sorry, that scale. Rotate. And we can also change the brightness, the hue, saturation, and value. Let's get some different values in here. A little darker, like say over here where it's kind of under these trees. If you get what I'm saying. And there's like a little lump there. I don't know. Maybe a little brighter in some areas. Like this. And carry it up on through here a little bit. I'm going to make it smaller as we go up the hill, and so forth and so on. And it loses detail as we go up that hill. Might have a few little things that you can still see, but you get the gist of what we're doing there. All right, we want some stones out here as well, not just going up the hill. So let's use a different kind of stone. Let's see what else we got. There's some stones here, kind of different. I'm not wild about them. They're kind of in the dark, so it's probably all right. I might have a few here. Let's put some brighter ones on this side. That's too dark for us. Let's see what else we got here. These first stones here. Yeah, those are okay. And so on there. And I said we're going to come back to... come back to this later. Let's store another copy of this. And since I have these stones loaded, they're fine, but let's... actually, no, let's use this one here. I think this will be better right here. Stone 6. I need to shrink it down a bit. Quite a bit. And I need a little oranger and a little brighter. I'm going to paint up here a little bit where that highlight is, and right here. Need to be a little bit bigger down here because they're closer. And maybe a little bit in there. No telling. We can put some up here. Up here, going up into the thing there. Change the colors. Let's see, go and paint some darker stuff in there. Darker stuff in there. A little darker here. And I want some blue, picking up a little kick light off of this sky there, a little bit there, and there. Okay, so we got a lot of detail there, but it's kind of ugly. So like I said, I'm going to blend it with that original, and we'll see what we get. And this is just kind of an experiment. I'm going to click that. I'm going to hit fade last action. This way we're kind of making that semi-opaque, semi-transparent. But it's giving us some detail. But, you know, this way it still looks like watercolor. You know what I mean? It's kind of semi-opaque, but it's still kind of semi-translucent. But we've greatly increased the detail in there. Oddly enough, we still have these little pencil lines. It's kind of part of the charm of watercolors. We can remove them if we want to, but I think I'll keep them in there. I'll store a copy of this. And now we want to go ahead and go in here and just start working on some of the details. So let's see what we can do with what we got here. I need a smaller brush. And I'm going to add little rocks up there. A little bit of rocks right there, only bigger. And a few here, just to bring out some more details. I want to add some tree trunks to these things, maybe. And we can start painting in some flowers, some things like that. Let's put those on a layer because, you know, watercolors are translucent or transparent, translucently transparent. Start dropping these in here, kind of right in front of there, maybe in front of there. It's okay that you can see through them. That's part of why watercolors are appealing. Let's add some. Whoops, I didn't mean to put that in the sky. I'll erase that in a minute. Yeah, let's use some of this ground cover here. Put a little bit here, maybe, or maybe down here. There, and some over here as well. And if you want to make that lighter, you know what, just go back to that original and drop a few light bits in there. Light bits, and then you can go back to that top layer, add some yellow to that, so you get light and some color in that light area. Whoops, a little too much right there. Kind of covered up our beautiful whatever area right there. And it's just really a matter of refinement at this point. I still haven't drawn my bunny rabbit. That's kind of a problem. That can be a task for the viewer. Let's see. What else do we really want to do to this? Not much. So, coming along reasonably well. I don't see much more we need to do to this. Oh, I did say I was going to put some tree stems into these things here, so we need like a maybe a pen or a pencil. Try a pen and see how it goes. Diffuse pen, texture pen. Select a neutral color, and let's say I need to be on the base layer for this to work. A little too much. Let's store a copy of that and we can blend it later. I'll just go ahead and put it in just like this. Whoops, wrong place. Just like that. Maybe the size needs to be a little bit smaller. Just put in a few little tree details here. A few up here. And maybe there's some little sticks up here and here and here. I don't know, maybe the mountains have snow in them. That can be another exercise for the user. Maybe some details on this little thing here. I don't know. We still need to draw our castle. You could go ahead and, you know, etch in some details in this road. Nobody's saying the road has to be finished. It could be another exercise for the viewer. Let's see. And this is stuff you can just continue